Welcome to Bums on Seats, where top marketers answer our questions about the marketing landscape. But we'd love to know what questions you'd ask. Just click on the link to give us your questions. Now here's our latest episode. So, if you could wave a magic wand over marketing, what would you change? What would you improve?
I think it's about the measurement and analytics side of things. We're an engineering company. We design and produce cars. Most of the heads of our business are engineering people. The science of marketing is such an important progress that we are making and need to do more with in terms of really proving the value of our investments. Everything we're doing now is based on what's the return on investment. Measurability is everything. And when we're looking at how we spend £1 in experiential or in digital, social, how are we getting a return on that, and where should we be directing our money is based on that insight. And I think for too long there's been an obsession with gathering data, but they're not making intelligent decisions with it. And if you don't make any actions as a result of that intelligence, then it's all for nothing.
I think there has been a perception that marketing has been a soft option for career-wise compared to some of the traditional accounting and lawyers and such. And I think that's completely wrong, particularly in this day and age. To be a really good marketeer, you have to have a real good understanding of commercials. You need to know what the ROI, how you're going to deliver that, how you're going to improve on that. You need a psychology degree to understand the behaviour of people. You need creative. You need to have talent in the creative. You need to know what makes good creative, what builds a brand. These are very complicated skills, and you've got to bring them all in together. I think marketers get a bit of bad press. Gone are the days that were referred to used car salesmen. We have to be far more sophisticated in our approach, and that requires a very high level of intelligence.
There is a tendency when people come up with an idea for everybody to sort of jump on the bandwagon, and certain forms of marketing can kind of get done to death. So something works really well, and then everybody replicates it, and it sort of gets diluted down to the lowest common denominator.
Straight away,
And I think that's a shame, because that's what can annoy people about marketing. And I love marketing communications, and I really enjoy my journey to work and looking at the different advertising that I actually encounter, at the bus stop, the great, poster, on Twitter, what's new that day, and all of those messages all around me. But I think that when things are poor quality and they're ill thought out, or they're quite interruptive, then that's what I'd like to change. So it's about keeping the quality.
I think a huge challenge for brands, companies such as yourselves is how do you get cut through? Creating content that you think is interesting very often is not what your target consumers find interesting. And I think absolutely understanding what that connecting point is, and this does link into getting data and understanding which bits of content resonate most, understanding which parts of what you produced therefore are resonating and replicating that, and staying as close as you can to the interests and passions of your consumers is so important. And large brands, I think, sometimes can be very introspective, thinking, actually, this is great stuff, we're talking about our product. Isn't everyone going to love it? And we found over the recent years, actually, with the brands as rich as Jaguar Land Rover, that actually, yes, the product's important, of course it is, but it's the brand you build around that. And I often say that we're selling experiences as well as cars. The cars is a physical thing, but people are buying into the brand.